Well, heyo everyone, and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana, and let's dive into this 562nd stream. That's right, 562nd stream. Wow. I'm always surprised by that number. It goes up every stream. I don't know if you knew this, but anyway. Obviously, if you've been online the last few days and seen my most recent posts, something big rocked the community and certainly my confidence and my feeling of safety online. And so I want to start this stream by directing you to my Twitter post or my Discord post, whichever is more convenient for you. You'll see a lot more details. And I have made some changes and some further changes. I'm also laying out the frame or the foundation for even more changes to come. Today you will hear some alerts. They're not just muted, but they have been altered so as to not include a former member of the community. And I also just want to say that I've talked with Ms. Mana and thought a lot about what I ought to do going forward. And I know this is all serious talk right at the start of a Mario Kart stream, but I actually have been thinking about how I can use this platform. She's helped me do some thinking about it. And I've got some things that I'm working on that should be a help for people, I hope. Because it occurred to me that I have had training and experience in terms of identifying abuse in various areas of my work in the past. And yet, here on this online platform where things are a little different, I was completely blindsided by all of this. And so what I'm planning on doing and what I've already started doing is putting together a presentation, a few likely videos, maybe they might take other forms as well, where I can share this with all of you so that we can all be a little bit safer online. And that is my current plan. I'm going to be recording those later today and tomorrow, hopefully getting them out next week. Scooter, don't worry. These should be pretty straightforward. I'm not going to go for lots of fancy things. I'm basically going to be talking through a PowerPoint presentation. And so I'm sure a lot of you are really excited to hear that. But I really do hope that it will be helpful. So I want to let you know those things right now. And also just with that said, say I'm not forgetting or trying to sweep under the rug the things that have just happened. But for today's stream and for this morning, I'd like to just get into the spirit of healthy competition and good fun among good people and play some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online. Let's do it together. Doskados, Kendra, Dash, Harem, and Chase. Good morning, everyone. And here, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to be playing in Discord, or I'm going to be in Discord as well if you'd like to join me there. Let's snap our fingers, everybody. 3, 2, 1, and boom. Kendra says, Chase says he'll help you edit any way he can. Thank you. Well, maybe then in that case, I might still see, but I know that you've been swamped lately, so I don't want to make it difficult for you. But here we go, everybody. This is the code if you'd like to join. Hop on in. We've got, here, I'll show you right there. 150cc items, no teams, normal items, normal computer, all vehicles. Smart steering is okay. No limit for how many times you can play today, which is a good idea, I think. Any rating, code required. That should just give you a good sense of what we got going on today. Oh, you know what I just realized? I have this down there now, but I'd rather have it up there. Anyway, whatever. We'll deal with it later. I'd like to keep it to people who are just playing the game today, Harem, if you don't mind. For now, I think. I'm going to join Cart of Mana, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and choose... Who should I choose? I think we have to go maybe with a villager. No. Nah, maybe not the villager. Maybe we need to go with... You know what? We'll just go with the old standby Peach, right? Gold Mario. I could go with Gold Mario. That's true. I kind of actually, you know what? I kind of dig this right here. Not gonna lie. I think we'll go with this. And yeah, a lot of pink. Why not? There we go. And it appears to be just me at the moment. I'll go ahead and wait for others to arrive. But Harem says no worries. Thank you for understanding. Okay. Honestly, I didn't do a lot of promotion about this. I don't know how many people even know that I'm going to be doing this today. So this is likely to be a slow start. My apologies. Have you all been? Daskados, what have you been up to? Dash, happy Saturday. Happy weekend, everybody. Boy, am I excited that it's the weekend. That's a good feeling. If you'd like to join, by the way, just feel free to hop into the garden weight room. I can drag you in if you'd like. And if you want, I can also give you the code here if that's something you're interested in. It's also !MK for our mods, if anyone is asking. If you'd like to join the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Fun, that is the code. And you know what? I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to do random and we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be a little warm-up course or something, as it is just us at the moment. How sad is that? I haven't played Mario Kart in so long. And, well, there you go, everybody. I suppose while I'm waiting, I can go and fix the location of the Discord chat. I'll do that real quick. I feel so lame. I really do. But let's go ahead and move this. Discord. Copy the transform. I do really like some of the new features in Discord, in OBS right now, by the way, in case any of you know what I'm talking about. They've done a lot of good stuff. But I still wish that it was a little easier to copy and paste transformations. Metal Ryan Gaming, good morning to you. How are you doing? Now, Kendra says that they got Mario Home Circuit yesterday. Oh, that's so cool. And you're going to stream it? That's going to be great. I can't wait to see that. Honestly, I'm a really curious person when it comes to that. I really want to know more about it. I don't have it myself, but I'm very interested in it. And I saw that also Seth has it, so maybe between the two of you, you might convince me to try and save up for it. Maybe it'll be a Christmas gift or something. I don't know. Matsky, hey, how's it going? It's been a while. What's up? And Dash has been doing well. Went to bed early last night, and that turned out to be an excellent decision. I meant to, but my head has just been spinning lately, and then I started watching some of the Marvel movies. I'm going through the whole franchise, and I'm actually, right now, at the point where I just finished in release order Doctor Strange. So I'm making my way through. I think what's next? Is it a Thor movie or something? I don't know. I'll have to look. But I've been well. I've been doing things, Matsky says. And Witty Kendra says, hopefully we won't run over any of our cats. That's funny. Hey, what happens if... So does this mean that I can't start a race? I'm just going to be stuck here? How did I like the Magic Doctor movie? Better the second time. The first time, you know, I've seen some of the Marvel movies out of order, and it's really confusing. You know, if you're watching out of order, it's not easy. And there were a lot of characters that are introduced in previous movies that they are actually meant to be superheroes that you find out about later. But when you're watching the movies for the first time, you don't know that. And then when you're watching them out of order, sometimes you'll see a character and you'll go, who's that? Where'd they come from? And then it's because you watched them out of order and they appeared in some other movie of a completely different name. So anyways, I enjoyed watching it this time. I definitely got, you know, Wanda, for example, which is, what's her name? Is it like the Red Witch or something like that? I forget. I'm not as familiar with Marvel superheroes is part of the problem, but, you know, she's usually got the little, like, red bat ears, but, like, even more. You know what I'm talking about? Scarlet Witch. There we go. Not the Red Witch, but I was close. The Scarlet Witch. Anyway, yeah, and like I never knew that was actually a superhero. Like I was thinking, was this supposed to be like an X-Men or something? Like, what is this? Because she has these telekinetic powers or whatever, but I don't know what they are. Anyway, but she's dressed very normally, and now I wouldn't have known who she was. I wouldn't have known her backstory or had a lot of context. I never read any Scarlet Witch comics or anything like that, or anything that had Scarlet Witch in it. But as a character, like, she's pretty recognizable. Like, you don't wear that hat crown thing and then just, like, not stand out. So, I would have, had she worn that, I would have known it. I'm also glad she didn't wear that because that would have looked ridiculous. But that's just that. She is kind of an X-Men? Okay, well, that's good to know. She's from the X-Men franchise, but they've done it differently. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, that does it. All right. Well, so everyone, I'm going to tell you what. We're going to leave the group for a moment, and we're just going to go into some single-player warm-up because I haven't played this for a really long time. Let's just do Grand Prix, and then if you want to join in, let me know. Let's go. We'll just do 150cc. Why not? Same lineup. Matsuki wants the Discord. All right. Hang on just a moment. I'm going to give... what am I going to do here? You'd love the Discord. Okay. Mods, if you wouldn't mind just helping me out here. I still need to get you just a link or some access so you can make links. But let me just do this. I'll create an invite. We'll make this a limited one. Let's edit these links. It'll expire in an hour. We'll give it 5 uses so that if other people would like to hop on in, you can. And generate new link, copy, and there we go. You have the, see, Harem, I don't know if you have the link. Do you? Maybe you do. Next time I'll ask you. I don't know. I need to get my act together. Okay. And once again, here's this in case you're wondering. Okay. Let's just hop into this Mushroom Cup. Metal Ryan Gaming, it's going so far. It's a morning. It's interesting. And Chase is wondering if you want to promote your collaborative video. Kendra, thank you for mentioning that. So Scooter and I actually have a follow-up video on Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary. The first video is something Seth and I had done, and now Scooter and I have done a follow-up. It's actually been recorded now, boy, a couple of weeks, to be honest. But through internet issues and everything else going on, it has been further delayed. However, it should be coming out, I believe we talked about Monday, if that's correct. And it's going to be a video in 2 parts. So it will be first on my channel, you can see the first part, and then it will continue on his. Lots of great discussion, conversation around just the Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary and some gameplay. I'll let you know what that is. And Matsuki says last time I played this was on the Wii U. Also, I've played this a lot lately, but it's been a little while. I did play a little bit last with some with the organization that I work for. We had a little bit of a tournament. However, I was playing with a Joy-Con, which is not really the ideal, I would say, for this. I mean, you can. It's just I prefer the Pro Controller for it. But also, my Joy-Con had drift. So I was playing with a Joy-Con with drift, and obviously right now you wouldn't know it, but with that Joy-Con and drift, I still managed to knock out first place in the tournament. I was pretty proud of that. First one will be Monday, Witty Kendra says. Also, shout-outs if you don't know. So, Witty Kendra and Chaser the Ultimate Gamer, which I believe is what he is working to sort of universally rebrand himself as, are 2 friends. Now, he's always been someone I've shouted out as Scooter. If you know Scooter102089, that's who is here in chat. Well, Witty Kendra is anyway. But anyway, two very good friends, and we've done quite a lot together over the years. Witty Kendra, the person I've met later than Chaser, as the two are now a couple. There we go. Kendra, the spouse of Scooter, of Chaser, Chaser, the spouse of Kendra, that sort of thing, you know? Like, just saying, they're married. That's what I'm trying to say. So, hey, we got first place. Okay, cool. Next race. Did terrible. My morning so far, Ryan, I think I'm still waking up. Let's check and see if there's anyone in Discord here. Nobody yet. I don't know if anyone else has joined to play in this tournament, as it were, the kartofmana tournament. But if you want, let me know. They're in love, Harem says. I'm just laughing. Never met him. Oh no, what did I do? But yeah, so check out those videos. They're going to go on both my channel and then actually, Kendra, if you happen to be able to promote the link for Chaser's YouTube channel, we could pop that in here as well. And maybe some of you know this, but I wasn't aware that you could create a custom YouTube link so soon. I believe that it says you have to have 100. So now I'm thinking you have to have 100 subscribers, which I actually have at the moment, which is pretty exciting. So I think I can make a vanity URL that could make my YouTube channel a little bit easier to find. Does anyone know how to, if that's how it works, if you can confirm that? Chrono Locks was able to keep their wits about them and avoid the wormhole. Welcome on in. Uh-oh. And then immediately they dove right into a wormhole, so there's no accounting for some people. Today I have some plans to get together with my best friend and his family, our family and his family. We're going to celebrate his daughter's birthday. She's the same age as Mana Sprout. Well, very, very close. Obviously not the same age. That would be like born in the same moment, same, whatever. Anyway. But that should be really a lot of fun today. We're going to go to a park and do this all outdoors. Plenty of social distancing and fresh air. Unfortunately, in our area, though we had a fair amount of success, we're now seeing numbers rise for COVID cases. And I think this is just the way of the world right now, is that people are starting to think that everything is over and that there aren't any concerns. But like I said, we are taking precautions to do this safely and all that good stuff. So hopefully we'll have a good time. Oh my gosh! Chrono walks into chat with 100 needles in him? What happened? Ryan Gaming says, man, I hate getting older, but it's just life. Hey, look at that. You don't have this game on Switch? I'm sorry, Matsky. Thanks for the Art of M cheer, though. Ryan Gaming says, I'm still awake, but I'm having my cup of coffee right now. You should get more immunizations more often, not all at once. Probably, Chrono. Man, I had my flu vaccine, or flu shot the other day, and my arm's still sore. And then they tell me, hey, you know what? You can just get a like a nasal spray that has the same effect as the shot. And I said, what? No one ever told me that. Rain Crossing, hello, how are you doing? Matsky asks if I have Super Mario Maker 2. I do.
Thanks for hosting.
Aw, thank you so much. I just got the flu shot. They gave me a Cuddy's shot. Gotcha. I read that as a Cuddles shot. Said what? Like to prevent cuddles? Is that? Like, wait, that's a Cuddles shot. Gotta beware. I mean, if it was a cuddle fish, you might not want the cuddles. Maybe that's what they're referencing. By the way, when my face is this close to the screen, some of those wild angles are starting to make me a little nauseous. Oh no. Then a rim shot. I didn't know drums were used by doctors. Nice. Dash says, man, I wish I could have had a nasal spray instead of a shot. There you go, right? So next year, we got to all remember this. Apparently, we can just get a nasal spray. And apparently, it's just as effective. It has absolutely no pain or lingering sensations, like your arm isn't numb for a day. So there you go. Gotta get home. See you soon. Okay, sounds good, Chrono. Ooh, uh-oh. Boop. This race level goes over... Wait, what is that? Goes over my fatty self? Oh, no. Oh, dear. Chrono isn't going away. I get tested weekly due to my healthcare job. Right. Well, you're right in the thick of it, of course. Now, do you get the test where it goes up your nose? Because that doesn't... Nobody want that. Oh my gosh, you have Super Mario Maker 2. Also, I remember I used to make levels back in February 2020. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Natsuki says, what I'm trying to say is this level makes me hungry, but I'm also fat. Aww. You know what? I honestly, I don't know what to say. Like, what I can say, though, is that I too have put on a few pounds because of COVID and not having as much opportunity to be outside and exercise. And it's a nice excuse just to say it's COVID. Oh no! Darn, I was really hoping that would have been a green shell hit, but it was not. But yes, so I too have done that kind of back to the pre-Whole 30 weight, but I'm planning on doing Whole 30 again with my with Ms. Mana just to kind of get back on track and everything like that. But Rain Crossing, what? There's a cat and it's... Did it scare you? Oh my gosh. Man. Oh, and Book of Gaming is who hosted. Thank you so much, Book of Gaming. How are you doing? I didn't catch that until a little bit, until just now, as a matter of fact. Book of Gaming, I hope that you are doing well. If you're here in chat, a little shout out. We actually rated Book of Gaming on the last stream. It was a really cool experience. A very friendly streamer, a family-friendly streamer, a Christian streamer, someone who actually was very kind to everyone who came in and all of the people who came in with the raid, and it was really neat to meet them. So I'm trying to remember now. I want to say it's like Charles or something that's your actual name. Help me out. I'm sorry, Book of Gaming. I'm absolutely forgetting. But anyway, the cat is scary than last night. Rain Crossing. She jumped on my keyboard. That's funny. Oh, cats. Always getting in all of the business. Kendra says my cats were wrestling on the bed while I was trying to make it this morning. Oh, and then the cat sat on the keyboard. I have seen things like that so often. Cats, I tell you, man. Oops, little bonk into the wall. Man. This is, nope, didn't have anything. Darn. If the cat fits, they sits. Wise words. Wise words. Ah! Oh no. Aram says, don't mention dogs jumping. My brother's 1-year-old likes to pretend he's a cat. Jumps over the back of the settee and then stands on the back of it like a cat would. You know, actually, our Mana Pug does that. She's a little pug / chihuahua. And it's actually really funny because she sleeps perched on the back of our couch. We've told her several times, we're like, you know, we tried to train her, like, you can't be on the couch, you know. But then after a while, I think we both just sort of felt sorry for her. We're like, all right, whatever. She can be on the back of the couch. So she'll sort of jump up there, and she's content now. At first, when we got our new home, we weren't sure how she would do if she was by herself. So she's still young. We kept her in a fairly large crate for a while just to kind of settle in. And then we allowed her to, kind of ease into it. Short trips out, we would let her be by herself, see if she would get stressed or anything like that. And she didn't. And then we'd see if she'd get into any trouble. Because mind you, she can hop like a deer. I mean, she has jumped over like 4 to 5 feet tall things before. She's hopped onto the table. It's ridiculous. I mean, granted, not just in a single like free, hop, but you know what I mean. And anyways, she's doing fine. So now it's funny because she used to get all excited. We'd get home. She's like, ooh, we'd let her out and she'd want belly rubs and all this stuff. Now it's like we come home and she's just on the couch, like completely laying out, like just this, like this. It's just like, and that's how she responds. It's like, oh my gosh. What? Matsky with the llama? Oh my gosh. Matsky says, good thing my dog can't do that. I said that, Artemana, I played and streamed Resident Evil 7 Biohazard last night. I did get jump scared. I was shocked that I did not scream or poop. Just gonna leave it like that. Scream or poop. Those are the only options. Grats on the win, Dash says. Is there anyone here who wants to play? Let's check. Let's see. We're gonna go to tournaments. Kartofmana. Join. See what happens. See if there's anyone in here. We'll go with the same setup. It's not necessarily the setup I would have chosen, but anyone here? No. See, here I asked. I said, people, what would you like to see me play? And people said, I want to see Mario Kart. Matsky, thank you so much. Matsky says, I'm going to lurk. Hopefully the stream is well. God bless you, brother, and remember that God loves you, and so do I. Matsky, thank you so much. God love you too. Prayers and blessings to you. Okay. If anyone wants to join and is in the chat, please let us know. If not, I think we're just gonna back out again. Oops, and that's not how we back out. There we go. Third time's the charm. Okay, let's do... What should we do? We could do... I mean, I think I have everything. Among Us or we riot, Aram says. Oh my gosh. Rain Crossing says Mario Kart 7. I could. I have a 3DS with capture card. Would more people play that? Do we seriously, like, I could probably get that set up. Is that what we want to do? Are there people here who have Mario Kart 7 and would play? Let's see, time trials. How are we doing on that? You're just saying that's the one you have. So, would you play it? Other people want to do that? I'm not opposed. It might take me a moment to set things up. I could also play some Super Mario Brothers 35. That's another option. We have one for Mario Kart 7, so this is definitely a possibility. Let's see how I'm doing on this. I forget how you can see all the stats. So there we go. Okay. Okay, Harem's voting for SM35. So we have one for Mario Kart 7, one for SM35. I don't think I'm quite feeling feeling Among Us. I'm not sure. Or Digimon Masters Online. A poll is not a bad idea. What else? Okay, so let's do this. So I think There's also Animal Crossing. I was going to say Spelunky 2. That would be another possibility I wouldn't mind playing. I've got another hour here, so something shorter like Super Mario 35 or Mario Kart. Let's not. Well, we could do Animal Crossing. Yeah, okay. Let's make a poll. Boy, what a weird stream this has been in so many ways. I don't know. I don't know why. It feels like a strange stream. You know what I mean? Anyone else feeling that? Like, I'm not. I think it's just there's so much going on. Ryan Gaming says I'm out for now. See you next time. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so poll. Here we go. What should I play? And we're gonna do Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We could do Mario Kart 7, Super Mario Brothers 35, Animal Crossing. You know what? I'll put in Spelunky 2 as well. Spelunky 2. That's a lot of things to vote on. This could end very poorly, but let's go ahead and do this. It'll be a 1-minute poll. Let's see what happens. What should I play? My keyboard has betrayed me again. Dash. I think it's been a crazy wheel. Richard Rewind Pod, hello. Hey, Artemana in chat, lurking while I write some cards. Oh, fantastic. That's cool. Among Us, that could have been a thing too, but I want to keep it. I don't know. Among Us feels like it needs its own kind of stream dedicated to just Among Us. It's got a different feel than the games that I just mentioned. Spelunky 2 does as well, but I'm going to throw it in there just because I love it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I was surprised. A lot of people, and I stream it when you're asleep. I'm sorry. A lot of people were really excited for Mario Kart 8. It seemed, well, a lot of people, not a lot, but it was fairly popular on the poll that I had done. But that feels like an eon ago. So I'll do. What will I do? I'll do a time travel real quick, just while I'm waiting. It was 50-50, right? I know, exactly. Okay, so right now it's 50-50 between SMB 35 and Animal Crossing with 2 votes. The poll has ended with a 50-50. Super Mario Brothers 35 and Animal Crossing. Maybe we'll do both. Maybe we could do our daily in Animal Crossing after we do a couple runs of Super Mario 35. How about that? That sounds like a plan. Okay, everybody. I think then that means that, unfortunately, that's it for this. We'll close out of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and we will move into some Super Mario Brothers 35. But first I have to do a little trick here, which is the change grip order. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Super Nintendo controller. It's really nice. What's that? Mana, you're a crazy man. Light screen on everything. I know. I like it. I really do. So there we go. Just added this. Which, by the way, how cool is it like on that? Isn't that neat? I like that. I gotta make sure that I get this all charged up pretty soon, actually. Super Mario 35. There we go. And I'm going to just change my stream info to be Super Mario Brothers 35. And we'll just change the title to Who Knows with Viewers. And done. Okay. It is now Who Knows with Viewers, because who knows right now? All kinds of things have changed. Let's do our daily... Look at our daily challenge. It's all the same daily challenges. 35 player battle. Let's dive into this. You don't have online, so you can't play this. Oh ho. See how this goes. Everybody, just welcome on in. I hope that you are having a really nice day today. I hope that your weekend goes well. Mine's gonna be pretty full. Today, like I said, we've got that birthday party, and then I'm actually going to be playing guitar at church, and practicing. I'll actually be playing music at my brother-in-law's wedding. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Wow. Oops. Oh man, I'm doing really poorly. Gotta like remember how to play the game. You know how you just get a little bit out of sync? You're trying to recall the physics of how Mario moves. That's how I feel right now. Ooh, boom. Boom. And we'll grab that and grab this. Man, definitely not doing so good. Rain Crossing, I'm going to play some Mario Kart 7. You enjoy your Super Mario 35? Thank you so much. I'd love to play a little Super Mario 7 sometime. You know that? I probably... Well, I know I'm going to, because I've got Super Mario Brothers Wii coming up next. And then, I believe, isn't 7 the next game? So I'm doing a Super Mario, or a Mario Kart franchise. I'm sorry, I'm getting the names all wrong. But I'm doing a franchise play where I'm doing every single Mario Kart game. I've taken a big hiatus on that just because of everything going on, but I'll be coming back to that soon. Got my setup just about set up, so to speak. I know it's taken me a long time, but ugh. Brother-in-law's wedding? Like future brother-in-law, or how does that work? No, my current brother-in-law, my wife's brother, is getting married. Oops, I should have used him to boost. There we go. Younger brother. I call him Money because he's my brother-in-law, or my Bill. That's our name for each other. So, yeah. Ooh. Oh, boy. Oh, this is... Ooh! There we go. Got some time on the timer. Eeks! Okay, got that. Man. Yeah, I feel like I'm not doing so good here. But, yeah. Alright, we'll go back to 1-1. See if we can't do a little better. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. We are getting all of the things right now. Whew. This is a lot of enemies, and I don't have really much to do. Oh no! Ah, sweet. Okay. There's 5. Let's go back here. No! How? Ah, why? There we go. Let's do that. Oof. 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 No, darn it. It's trying to get up. Is that the one that has the PS4? Yes, it is indeed. Yeah, Harem knows what's up. Oof. Okay. Let's get a few more coins, shall we? Oh, let's see. Let's talk about something. I need a topic. Let's talk about a topic. Ooh, nice. Boom. Let's do lowest time. Let's do that. Oof. Oof. There we go. A few other things. Topic: Star Trek versus Star Wars. Retro Rewind Pod says. Ooh, what a fantastic topic. Well, my thoughts really go back to the fact that I am more of a fantasy fan than a science fiction fan. And as such, I find Star Wars to really fall squarely in the fantasy camp. It is just set in a space and future setting. Well, sort of, not really, actually. Um, Star Trek, I believe, brings up a lot more of the sort of science fiction questions, right? So this would be like, if you think about the difference, I might consider a few of the nuances of space fantasy or fantasy. Fantasy tends to deal with high, big picture level themes, you know. So this would be like good versus evil, and whereas if you think about science fiction, it tends to deal with a lot of nuanced questions pertaining to the role of technology often in our lives, or how we interact with our planets, with nature, with those around us. And I think Star Trek has always been about that. It's always been about the nuanced, very micro level issues, whereas Star Wars has always been about macro level issues. Again, you know, good versus evil, light side versus dark side. So for me, I'm a big fan of kind of the broad scope of things, like the Hero with a Thousand Faces idea of the monomyth. I really love that. So that's where I tend to fall on it. Again, Star Wars versus Star Trek. I enjoy also the format of Star Wars a bit more, where with Star Trek you have all of these episodes, whereas with Star Wars it comes down to, you know, generally bigger stories, you know, in movies, if you want to avoid a lot of the extended universe, for example. My Ms. Manna, my wife, actually is more of a Star Trek fan, and so I've come to appreciate Star Trek more out of knowing her and us watching things like The Next Generation together. Oh, darn. And that's been really cool. And I have much more of an appreciation now of Star Trek. But I think I got into Star Wars when I was so young. And at that level, when I got into Star Wars, I don't think I would have really understood the nuance in Star Trek as much. And I think it was more complicated as a whole, and so I tended to favor Star Wars. So that's kind of my thought. But, you know, when you think about both of them, they're obviously classic, iconic franchises. I don't think there's a right answer as to which is best, because I think they do different things. They accomplish different things. They're both very good. And obviously iconic at this point. So really, I would say they also fit different times and seasons of your life. You know, there was a time when going through The Next Generation together was exactly what I needed. You know, Ms. Manna and I just watching through them and feeling like, you know, it was bringing up some really interesting concepts and thoughts, and that was a lot of fun. And so that was a good amount of time that was invested in watching Star Trek and in really enjoying it, where I wasn't really thinking about Star Wars. But, I mean, I'll always go back to Star Wars and appreciate it. Now, we might start seeing a little more parity between the two. In fact, I think the Star Trek franchise under J.J. Abrams began to look a lot more like Star Wars. It was big picture, big level ideas, you know, and good versus evil, with a lot less of that nuance we would see in the show. And then Star Wars has actually, through the use of other mediums like television and comics and books, definitely delved a lot more into those smaller issues. And in fact, in the latest movie, having cloning be a topic, you know, just that's a you know, micro rather than macro level idea, I would consider. And so definitely we're seeing the two lines blurred much more. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of the new Star Trek shows, but I would imagine that we might see a little bit more of the macro in them. I think Picard was well received, but from the sounds of it, it tended to be very big in scope and told like a very neat, tidy, packaged sort of story, and didn't necessarily have all of the details and nuance of a Star Wars film. But I could be wrong on that. Of a Star Trek show, I meant to say. But I could be wrong on that. I didn't actually watch it yet myself. Ms. Mana did. She said that she didn't end up finishing it. Life got busy, but also I think it just wasn't quite what she was hoping for. And I think I've heard a few Star Trek fans say that. So I don't know. Oof. We did a thing. All right. Whew. I almost wanted to pause this game to read chat right now. I was even trying to do it, and then I was like, wait a minute, I can't do that. That's not a thing. But I definitely want to know more of your thoughts on Star Trek versus Star Wars, so if you have them, please feel free to put them in the chat. I'll read them between this and the next game. Oof. When I was a kid, you know, it was sort of when I was first really introduced to Star Wars in a way that, you know, I knew what it was, I knew what I was watching, I was really excited about it. I was in the in-between time, the time where you couldn't go to the store and buy Star Wars merchandise, and it had faded somewhat from public consciousness. And when I had wanted to, you know, buy all these toys, they weren't available. So instead, I had to make my own, and I used paper plates, and I made my little Star Wars ships, and I was flying them around the house and making them do barrel rolls through chairs and things like that. And yeah, in only a few short years, the special edition came out, and special edition movies were in theaters. I got to see them in theaters, and all the toys started coming out, and soon, you know, I started a collection, and I actually have some videos on YouTube of me going through my collection. And, you know, at that point, I had been reading a lot in terms of the extended universe. I was really getting excited about all of the Star Wars content that was out there beyond even just the movies. Woo, that was lucky. Woo, lucky mana. Oh, not so lucky. Oh! Oh no. Uh-oh. 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 Oh my gosh. That was lucky. Please be a fire flower. Mushroom. Alright, sure. Oh. Oh boy. Ah! Chicken nuggets. Okay, we need to get something. I mean, it'll work. Ah! No! Ah! Ah! Oh my golly! Oh no! No, we were down to 5, everybody. Oh no. Book of Gaming, hello, how are you doing? Oh man. Darn. Darn. That was rough right there. Okay. Baby Yoda versus old Yoda is something Harem suggests we talk about. So you prefer Krull then, Mana? Who are the Krull again? I always ask why not both. Dash is totally right. That's a great way to put it. Because we need conflict, Retro Rewind Bot says. Harem's going to get food. Book of Gaming says hello. Joe Conflict the Third Esquire, Retro Rewind Bot says. That's the person who wants conflict. Or that's the person who wants to know which is better, Star Trek or Star Wars. I'm not so sure about that guy, Dash says. He's a bit shady, Retro Rewind Pod says, but he's self-published and only took 10 times to pass the bar exam. At least he's persistent, Dash says. Retro says, you don't get to be the head lawyer of the Hutt crime family without persistence. Dash says, I'll say the prestige TV format has its advantages and disadvantages, but it definitely makes for a different style of story for the new Star Trek shows. The Lower Decks definitely scratches the old next-gen itch. Okay. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think you said it well. You don't need to have this conflict. It's not required. It's, certainly Star Trek and Star Wars both have exceptional things to offer. So, Jam Doggy says, I love both. Star Trek, Star Wars, and Stargate are 3 of my favorite franchises. Nice, Jam Doggy. Jam Doggy, welcome on in, and thank you so much for your resubscription the last stream. And, or one of the last streams. Was it last stream? No. Anyway. Josh says, Stargate, love that show. I think I started watching it, and I can't remember if I finished it or not. I need to go back and look. It was pretty cool. Not one that I have a lot of fond memories of. But you know what I really enjoyed was the reboot of Battlestar Galactica. Ooh, that was pretty good. That was neat. And speaking of things that start with star, I actually got this card game a while back from that same brother-in-law who's getting married. And he said it was a really great game. Someone at the comic store had suggested it. And he and my best friend had been playing it a bunch before we had moved down here. My best friend had gotten down here a little bit sooner than we had. Anyways, it's called Star Realms. It's a very simple deck-building card game, and I highly recommend it to anyone who is a fan of deck-building card games, or really any kind of card games, CCG and etc. It's very, very well done. It's about $15 for the game, and it's great value because it's everything you need for a two-player game. It's really well designed. It's got this space theme, which I always like that. And yeah, it's really easy to pick up and play. The rules are pretty self-explanatory. There's oh no! There's not a lot that you have to memorize because the cards themselves will include different things. And it's available on Steam for free? I didn't know that, Retro. I was thinking about picking it up. I did see it was on the App Store. I didn't know it was on Steam. So yeah, if you're interested. Also, speaking of free things on Steam, Sega is having the 60th anniversary sale special thing on Steam. And in case you're wondering, they're actually putting out things that are free for a limited time on Steam. And one of the things that's coming out, I believe, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. For one day only, you can buy, or not buy, but you can download for free. And I don't know if it'll stay in your inventory or not, but you can get this prototype of a 3D graphics version of Golden Axe. It was a prototype, never released. They're calling it Golden Axed, which I think is just hilarious. And so if you're interested in what a sequel to Golden Axe may have looked like using 3D rendered graphics, then check it out. You can download it for free on Steam tomorrow. I think that's pretty exciting. I'm definitely going to be getting it, and I might try and record a little bit of me playing it just in case it does go away. But Golden Axe, that's a fun game. I like arcade brawlers, and recently Arcade 1-Up launched the Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder arcade cabinet, which is pretty cool. It's a 4-player cabinet like the Konami cabs, but with 3 buttons, which begs the question of, can they then make an X-Men arcade cabinet? Because that also uses the same button layout. And if they did the 4-player one, I think that would be fine, because I don't know how they're going to make the big beast in a, just a 3/4 scale cabinet. Boom. Get that. Boom. Well, that did some damage. Apparently the limited version of Star Realms is free, and then there's a full version as well. Oh, I don't really like this, but... Oh, golly. No! Ah! There we go. Oh my gosh. There's a lot going on right now. Let's go for someone here. Okay, I'm worried that maybe... Actually, I'm not sure. Oh wee! There we go. Chrono is back. Wait, what? No. Dash says for an inspection I did last week, there was someone who had the original X-Men arcade cabinet in their garage, and it blew me away. Like the full, what was it, 6-player? Or was it the 4-player? I mean, either way, that's amazing. That's so cool. I mean, that would be pretty awesome. Let's be real here. I'd be down for that. Well, that was nice. Ooh. Haha! Success. Boom. There we go. The full thing? No way. Man, I guess they didn't park a car in their garage. Unless they had a really beast garage. Which is funny, because Beast is an X-Men. So, you know, just throwing that out there. How funny. Haha. Chortle, chortle. Woo! Did you see that slide? Oh, man. I am... Whoa! Didn't work that time. Ah! Woo! Yee! No! Get a thing and not die. Let's not die. Oh! Oh! I died. Wah! No! It was just me and one other person? Oh, no. It was 2 other people. But still. Ah, shucks. Oh, wait. Yeah. Darn. Man, in beast mode, but nope. No such luck. I'm cursed to not get a win on stream. I've gotten 2 now. The other night I tweeted about it, as a matter of fact. But wait, have we not? Let's just do this one. Beat it. Oh, it was the 4-player version, Dash says. Okay. I actually personally prefer the 4-player version, mostly because as cool as the big beast one is, it is a bit of an eyesore, and it's enormous. And I don't know, the Konami 4-player cabinet was just so cool. Like, I still really enjoy the look of it, the feel of it. But, yeah. My Turtles arcade 1-up, like, even though the look is different, I still like it. It's my favorite of the arcade cabinets, and it's the one that Mana Sprout actually enjoys the most. She'll frequently ask me to play it. We'll play it together, I mean. And, it's so cute because she loves the Pizza Power song. So she'll ask, we have it on Apple Music, you can stream it. And we'll get in the car and she'll say, hey, Daddy, can we play the Pizza Power game?
Thank you for joining the Friends of Mana.
Cringe content, welcome on in. Thank you so much for that follow. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Maybe not a cringe-worthy day. Or maybe every day is worthy of cringe content. Welcome on in. Gotta go, come to say hi, and I'm proud of you for being you today. Stay positive and don't let everyone say anything otherwise. Oh my gosh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Shucks. Well, thank you for that follow. Thank you for coming and saying hi, and welcome to the Friends of Mana. Cringe. That was really nice and very kind. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Doop, doop, doop. But yeah, Pizza Power. It's so funny. Mana Sprout is just super, super into that song. Dash says I used to stand in front of the TMNT Arcade's cabinet just to listen to it. Nice. Pizza Power song is epic. Oh no! I wasn't paying attention. Woo! Woo! Boom. Boop. 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 Trying to get all that up. Yeah, it's pretty great. I love that she's so into it. So I actually was looking online for things to, because eventually I want to move the arcade, my 3 cabinets I want to move them into the garage for now until eventually I can put them in a studio for recording and streaming. Although, who knows, at that point, maybe I'll have other cabinets swapped out. But stay positive, everyone. Cringe content, thank you. So I have been looking for solutions because one of my concerns is that is really loud. One of my concerns is that the oh no, I can't do the thing now. Whoa, Nelly. It's a little silly. Yeah, okay, sorry, I got way distracted. One of my concerns is that on the floor in the garage, these are made out of MDF, and MDF doesn't like water, and garages, especially in the Pacific Northwest, can get a little damp. Now, I do have just a little cover for the arcades, but I don't want, if we park the car in the garage and it's been raining and water drips out, I don't want that to soak into the base of the cabinets. So I've been looking at what possible solutions there are. And I thought about a few different things. I thought about making like a sort of second riser. I thought about basically putting a pallet down underneath. I looked at the little mats that you would get if you were in the food industry, the kind that have the real hard rubber and the big holes in the mat so that water can drain through. And I looked at that, and I thought about different things, and decided ultimately that I wasn't super happy with any of them. And then someone turned me on to this idea. There are these little, almost like little, like custom or customizable dollies. So they, you can use them for putting them under like a washer or dryer, and you customize the dimensions through just a little wing nut and sliding arm kind of armature, or not armature, but sliding pipe. And so you could put it right on the base of the cabinet. It has locking casters. And I'm thinking this is great because then not only are you able to have it up above any potential water line and prevent any water damage, but also I could just easily then roll it out to the back patio or to into the house for when we have guests and maybe want to play inside or something. So I'm going to pick these up. They're like $30 a pop. The only problem I ran into is the Star Wars cabinet that I have has the really cool seat on it, and it wouldn't really work for that. But I was thinking maybe what I could do is just, for the time being, pack up the seat, and store it. It's a little bit of a bummer, but I'm thinking I could do that and then just use a regular chair when I want. So we'll see. Ooh, okay. Ooh! But for the others, I think it'd be excellent, Ooh. Some of these levels are not levels that I play a lot. Like, I tend to skip them in my regular playthroughs, so it always gets me a little bit nervous, because I'm like, I forget what comes up next. Oh no! A hammer to the face. Nobody wants that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Lucky us. Okay, so a topic that was suggested, Baby Yoda versus Adult Yoda. I mean, I don't know that that's a fair comparison. It's definitely going to be Adult Yoda, because as cute as Baby Yoda is, Adult Yoda is Yoda. Mic dropped. Yeah. Okay. So that was a fast topic. What other topics could we do? We could talk a little more about arcades. Arcade 1-Up has been putting out a bunch of stuff lately. They've got these little TV games that they've licensed, and I gotta say, I'm not really digging it. The redesign of the controller is not my cup of tea. From what I've seen, heard, the quality of the systems aren't really what you would expect. I would have liked Arcade 1-Up to really have remained a brand that, focuses on quality, and I feel like their cabinets, even though they are obviously not up to the specs of the original arcade machines, they have a level of quality that and a care about the style and art design that I don't see in other places. So, do you think the Neo Geo Classic is worth getting? Do you mean the little mini? Is that what you're talking about? Or is there something that I haven't been turned on to? Or do you mean, and I'm not sure if that's the name of the little cabinet that's the bar top, and then you can get the optional stand for it. I'm not actually sure. But, Arcade 1-Up, I think they had hopes at one point of licensing with Nintendo to get Donkey Kong. I don't see that happening now. And I'll be honest, I think the reason, in part, I should probably make a video about this, but I think the reason in large part will come down to them flooding the market with Pac-Man cabinets of different SKUs and different game lists, and these TV games that just don't have the same quality as their three-quarter machines. And now they're getting into these other things, like they've got this called the Infinity Board that they are trying to kickstart, and it's essentially a flat screen table that has board games on it. And don't get me wrong, it's a cool idea, and they've got Hasbro on the working on it as well. Like, it's interesting, but I think that it's kind of not really on brand. It doesn't have the same look as Arcade 1-Up content. And then their pinball tables. I was so excited for the Star Wars one, and now I'm hearing that it isn't going to have as many tables. It's not going to have the Wi-Fi enabled aspect, and that's gotten me pretty disappointed. So, Reed, hello! Oh my golly. Come on, there's a lot going on here. Ooh, we got that. Okay. Woo! It's a lot going on. Ooh. Whew. Oh, okay. But yeah, there is, in case you're wondering, there is a cabinet coming out that is a Neo Geo, and it's like the Big Red style. It's a bar top or countercade style, like Arcade 1-Up likes to call it. And then there's also, oh my golly, there's so much going on here. Oh my gosh. Let's get this. Try and get some help here. What else? So there's that. I think that out of all of the cabinets, one thing that Arcade 1-Up I thought was going for, and then they seem to not be doing as much now, is really having these experiences that were tied to the original cabinet, and having only a few games. I have cabinets that are all 2 to 3 games. I've got the Galaga Galaxian cabinet, which is styled like Galaga, but it makes sense. It's part of a series. And then I have the cabinet that is obviously the Ninja Turtles, and that also makes sense. It's, the Konami Turtles games, both of them. And then I've got the Star Wars cabinet, and it has all 3 of the Atari Star Wars games. Makes sense. It's the whole trilogy in arcade form. So, to me, that is what Arcade 1-Up should be focusing on, is these kinds of experiences that are like franchises and things like that. The Golden Axe cabinet, I honestly would have considered getting it. I mean, obviously, I'm out of room and didn't have the money, but I would definitely want it more if it had just the 2 Golden Axe games that came out in the arcade. Heck, maybe the Golden Axe that came out on Genesis as well. Although I have frequently said I prefer these cabinets to only have the arcade games and no console games. But I feel like in this situation it could potentially work because that franchise is so linked to those console games as well. But if it just stuck with that, I think I would have been way more on board. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. They added this wrestling game for some reason that wasn't even in a 4:3 aspect ratio, it just got me thinking, like, what's going on? This is weird. And yeah. And then, I'm thinking about some of the other cabinets. I feel like they're countercades. I was interested in them, but now they've done so many things back and forth, I'm not so sure. I still really wish them the best. I think that there will be cabinets in the future I'll want. I really was excited about the new Marvel vs. Capcom cabinets and the Street Fighter vs. X-Men. But then the lineups were just odd, and I don't know. And they had console games. So I feel like what arcade, now I feel like what really should happen is kind of what At Games has done with the Arcade Ultimate Legends to an extent. Like, I think Arcade 1-Up could put out these limited run, very focused three-quarter arcade cabinets. In fact, it'd be really cool if they tried to style the whole cabinet over the original cabinet, or in some way, have sort of the stylings like they've been doing with Burger Time and Star Wars. Unless it's sort of a generic cabinet, and then I like their generic style. I think it works. But if they had done that, that would be one side of their business, and then have a sort of a customizable Arcade 1-Up. Have really high quality art, maybe from officially licensed games, in addition to maybe some unique, almost multi-cade-like art, and just keep it at that. And you piecemeal your custom arcade cabinet, and then you could get like a custom, or you could choose your PCB combination or whatnot. Hey, I won! I won, everybody! Boom! First time on stream! Boom! Boom! Nice! It's a lot of coins. Woohoo! Finally! Alright. But yeah, I feel like what Arcade 1-Up, just to wrap that up before we go on, I feel like what they could have done was maybe like choose your PCB from them, or have that online store. That's what I really would like. Like a live connected store where you download the games you want. So you could swap out, like, so you buy panels, you buy the artwork that you want, you buy the arcade cabinet the way that you want. You customize the parts, make it look like an Asteroids cabinet because you like what Asteroids looks like. Maybe make it look like the Turtles cabinet, whatever you want to do. Customize that, order those parts, order the control panel that you want. So maybe you want a two-player fight style with 6 buttons each. Maybe you want the 4-player panel with 3 buttons. Whatever you want. And you buy those, and you can swap them out. You just plug them in and play. And then the interface itself would be something where you can download the arcade games from an Arcade 1-Up store. I think that's if they just do that, I think that's a solid plan, that they do that in conjunction with these limited run editions that are focused and actually just meant to look like the original cabinets. I think that would be really, really smart of them. Arcade 1-Up is sort of doing this. At Games is sort of doing this with their Arcade Legends Ultimate. I don't think that they're doing it as well as they could. I'm interested in it. There's some neat stuff, but it's not quite what I'm kind of thinking of in terms of like a really solid experience. And by the way, we are in emotes only thanks to Wolfsmith. Welcome on in. We just got our first one. Woo! All right. Our first win on stream. And we've got... This is really funny. What in the world is going on here? Let's see. Reed is here. This is getting crazy. Reed says, Retro Rewind says the bar top isn't what I'm talking about. It's the mini lap size cabinet. Oh, are you talking about just the one that looks like it's the controller. It's like the white controller. I can't remember if it's 2-player or 1-player. I think it's 1-player. But it sits on your lap and it's got some of the classic games on it. And it looks like the white Neo Geo controller from the console. Because I have something here. And Chronos says something here. Let me read this in a second. Two tips I hear for this game are if you get hit, time stops temporarily. Also, maybe not hit every enemy so it doesn't send the other person's stuff to increase time. I could be wrong about that, but was watching over people talk about this. Oh. Gotta watch myself. I almost knocked over my light. Oh, okay. Let's see. Make sure that my green screen is working and all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. The grats on the win. Oh, look at all those emotes too. Everyone, we're in an emote only chat. So, those are good tips though. Does this let me type messages still even in emote only? Harem's cheating. Good stuff. This is what I thought maybe you might be referring to. I've got this cool little thing. This is the little classic edition, or mini, I think is what they call it, the little Neo Geo mini. And there are pros and cons to this. I enjoy this connected to the TV. It's pretty nice. The controllers are decent. I enjoy the screen, the look of it better on the little screen. The button layout isn't great. So that's the big concern with that. But the little lap arcade stick is pretty cool because you can actually use it as an arcade stick for other things, other purposes. And there are a couple of these coming out. There's an Atari one as well, and it's kind of neat. But yeah, so that seems like a good value for a pretty decent arcade stick. It's well designed. It looks neat. It has some games in it. It doesn't have as many games as the mini I just showed you. So that's not as great, but it does have a bunch of fighters and things like this just built in, which is kind of a handy little thing. And some people have said that you can mod it and do different things with it, which if you're into that sort of thing might be something to consider. But ultimately, I want sort of a nice just package itself. I think it's better than the Capcom stick, definitely. But that's my take on that. Neo Geo, though, as a whole, really, I believe would be a great candidate for what I was just describing. Like, have a Neo Geo themed arcade 1-up with an online portal to get all of the Neo Geo games. Makes sense to me. And emote only is off now. Thank you, everybody, for that. That was a lot of fun. So we've done that now. We've played a little bit of this game. We won. Check our stats real quick. We're gonna level up. We're at level 56 now. We've got a new icon. I'm super pumped about that. There we go. Look at all those coins collected. Got a lot of coins. And what are our icons? Let's look at these real quick. We've got quite a bit of them, actually. Look at all those. Boy, apparently there's a lot of them, though. And and you know what? We should do the special battle before we go on. Also, I just looked at the time, though. We only have a short amount of time left, so We might have to do the not do much Animal Crossing other than maybe a daily, but let's see. We've actually played 4.5 hours of this game apparently, which I didn't realize. You can kind of look through here if you're interested. These are all of those. Enemies beaten, a lot of Goombas, a lot of Koopa Troopas. Getting up there on others. Recent. There we go. Oh, yeah, it was 28th one time. That was unfortunate. Let's Jays! Oh man, we've just been rated by Let's Jays. Everybody, thank you so much. Let's do that. Shout out there for Let's Jays. Welcome on in to all of the community. Hey yo, I am Mana, an E for everyone, family-friendly variety streamer with a focus on.
Look at you joining the Friends of Mana.
Wolf, thank you so much, Wolf Trey. Yeah, with a focus on Nintendo, retro on original hardware, and indie titles. I played a little bit of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe right before here, and then now I'm playing this. I just got my first win on stream, and look at that sad 28th. My average ranking is 8. Oh well, it's all those ones where I'm playing on stream, and we're gonna just do the special battle real quick. And what is this one? It's a limited time event. Okay. Let's just do this. But Raid, welcome on in. Wolf Trey, thank you so much for that follow as well. And Let's Jays, in case you all don't know, is a pretty cool streamer. Someone I've known for quite some time. And also, I mentioned... oh my gosh.
Among friends. Thank you for following Art of Mana.
Retro Underground, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, I actually don't know what this... Ooh, I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Like, I'm guessing that we are only going to be playing maybe the castle levels, because that's going to make this interesting. Retro Underground, thank you for that follow, everybody. Thank you so much for all that hype. And oh! Yeah, Let's Jays is someone who plays a lot of Splatoon 2 and Mario Kart 8 as well. Big fan of Nintendo stuff, so you might really enjoy getting to check out their content if you're from my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. Oh, I hope that you enjoy yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to just sit back and lurk, feel free to do that. If you if you're expecting me to respond immediately, I may not be doing quite as good as I normally do at that, considering the fact that I'm playing this game right now. Ooh, oh my gosh. There's a retro rumble right now going on between Retro Rewind Pod, we have Retro Edition, and we now have Retro Underground. We've got all the retros in the chat. We were also talking about kind of mini consoles and things like that. We were talking about arcades. If you have any interest in that topic, feel free to chime in. Also, feel free to suggest a topic, you know, like what are my thoughts on X versus X or whatever. And I'll just go ahead and off-the-cuff chat whilst trying to play this. And it could be fun. Could be really not so fun, too. I don't know. It could be a challenge to try and do this. This is speaking of a challenge, this is a little different. I feel like, I'm not sure if it's because we just started on the same level. Is that what makes this challenge unique? I don't really get it. Whew. Not sure what I'm supposed to be accomplishing, if it's specifically yeah, I'm not sure. Like, is there a goal instead of the usual just play to be the last person standing? I'm not sure. Oh, I did actually do the Baby Yoda versus Yoda, adult Yoda thing there, Harem. I said, well, clearly there's no contest because Baby Yoda is Baby Yoda and Yoda's Yoda. And Baby Yoda is a little baby alien, and Yoda is Yoda. No contest. It's Yoda. It's Yoda all the way. Yodelehi-hoo. You know, all that. That was terrible. I'm sorry. All right, let's go lowest time. Oh my gosh, this is a weird one. I don't know how I feel about this. This This is a strange sort of special thing to do. All right, we're going to try and make it through this. Let's Jays, how was your stream? What were you up to? We started this one with a little Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We had a tournament going, but unfortunately, not a lot of people wanting to play a little Mario Kart this morning, so we ended up instead with some Super Mario Brothers 35, which actually I'm really glad we did, because we got that first win. Oof. Come on, let's get that. Good, I feel better about this. Feel better about that. Feel better about that. That. Ooh, that's gonna cause some trouble for people. Nice. Whee! Woolsmith says, I didn't know Mana was this good at Mario Brothers. Oh, shucks, thank you. It is the first game I ever played. Whee! Boom. I mean, it's nice to be at least somewhat decent at something. I'll tell you that. Whoa! Can we get some hype for that little smooth move right there? Boop. 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 Oh, so close. Man. Oof. He's not. It's all hacks, Harem says. Oh, yeah. There we go. Woof. Let's go this way, actually, instead of the other way. I think that's... Whoa! Maybe we went the wrong way. Ugh. Okay. Let's just take the cheat. Take the cheat. I'm okay with this. I've got time. I'm gonna just give people a little bit of a chance to catch up, and so that I can go this way. I think I went the wrong way. Oh man. Okay. Castles. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Come on. There we go. This one's a particularly challenging one. Oh wait, how am I gonna get that? Oh man, how am I supposed to do that? He was right in the wall. Whew. Okay, that's better. And then this is like, oh no! I was going in for my jump, and then I slid into it because of the power up. Oh darn! Boom, got Bowser. Oh no! This is not good. And I only have 7 coins. Oi. Okay. But here. Oh man, I'm actually pretty low on time too. That's not great. Oh no! Shucks. Okay. I need some help here. This is not great. And that was not great. Oh no. Oh no. This is nearing the end, I have a feeling. Oh no! Oh, it was me and one other person. No, 2 other people. No, yeah, 2 other people. Hey, there we go. At least you didn't do a repeat of the last time you were on that level, Harem says. I'll take it. That was rough. That fireball was mean, right? Let's chase. No, that was not good. You were rocking and rolling with Splatoon 2 for like 4 hours. Nice. Yes, Mana sided with old Yoda. Do we get a definitive answer on face cat versus hand dog? No, but I don't know either. So how about foot gerbil? Man, that was rough. That was rough there. This doesn't look like Mario Kart 8. Hey, Waz, welcome on in. We were playing a little bit of that at the start, and then we swapped over to this. We got first though on there, but we didn't get first on this one. That's too bad. Do you know? I'm actually curious. So if you win, do you have to like win first place, or how does that work? Let's look at the special rankings. Okay. So no data as of yet. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're just trying to see what we get to there. Coin ranking, results graph. Overall grade A, I have 170. Level 56. Back to that. There we go. That's kind of cool. This is interesting that doesn't show that. Oh, this is my overall ranking for everything is a grade A. That's kind of cool. All right. Hey, there we are. Waz, you haven't tried this yet? I highly encourage you to. It's going to go away soonish, so definitely worth it. I'd recommend a try. And then, you know what we're going to do really quickly, just because I had mentioned it, kind of promised that I would do this if I can here. Hold on a second. Trying to get... There we go. We're going to just play a little Animal Crossing, just do our dailies really fast and take care of that, because I did mention I would do that. Let me just change what I have here on the stream info. We'll go to Animal Crossing New Horizons, a game that I absolutely adore playing. It's super fun. Like I said, we've sort of changed things up. But yeah, welcome to all of you who came in with the raid. Thank you ever so much for doing that. How many different users do I have on the Switch? Quite a few. I have a lot because I am I'm sharing it with friends and family. So that's the reason. The question was, would you rather have a cat with a human face or a dog with human hands? Oh! Neither? I don't like this? Yeah, sadly, this game does go away, Waz. I don't remember when the last day is, but I think that... I think it's like it's only a couple months or something like that. Dash says neither is a great option. That's the point. I'm going with foot gerbil. I want gerbils with human feet. Ugh. That was a very, very honest reaction right there. Dogs with human hands could dig better. Exactly. You don't want that, Was. Dig out of everything. Oh, man, everyone. All right, Let's Jays has to bounce. We'll have to game together sometime soon. Take care of yourself, brother. Let's Jays, I actually had mentioned, I had hoped to come connect with you and maybe do a little Splatoon this week. And, of course, I just remembered that now because I got entirely sidetracked with other things. I'm sure you know you're in a similar boat as well. But let's actually try and set up a time to do some Splatoon together. I don't know if you're planning on doing something for the Halloween event. I'm interested in doing something. Maybe that might be my Halloween stream. Maybe we could do a little something. That'd be kind of cool. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. And Was says, if you can believe it, he hasn't played this game in months, which is actually pretty remarkable. He was on it all the time. But yes, life's gotten pretty busy. You're on Team Treat for Halloween. We can link up for that for sure. I would be Team Treat as well, so that would be awesome. Let's chat a little bit. Maybe shoot me a DM on Discord or something like that. Oh, I love the trees changing color. Let's see what Patty says. To my BFF, Brian, it's, really, really hard sometimes to tell someone how you feel. Face to face, I mean. So I decided to put my feelings in a letter. Okay, here goes. I'm happy you're my friend. Your friend, Patty. I'll slide right into those DMs, this Jay says. And Waz says, whoa, nice island. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Things have been kind of coming along. Pretty happy with how things are developing around here. Yeah, you haven't seen it in quite a while, so there's definitely a lot that's changed. I'll give you the quick tour. We've got our friend KK Slider here. We might have to listen to some music later on. And call it a good day. I like to do my dailies here. Just check in over here, get my Nook Miles. I have a sort of cut form of my dailies as well, so I always check for new music. Ooh, KK Bossa, that's a new one. Nice. I love Bossa Nova, by the way. Hiram says, here's another Star Wars question. BB-8 or R2-D2? That's actually a hard one. I mean, obviously, there's nostalgia and a soft spot for R2-D2. But in terms of just a cool droid, BB-8 is pretty awesome. Like, I think they designed BB-8 really, really well. So, I could see that for sure. Okay, let's chat with Eunice here. It's been a while, Brian. It has been. I'm sorry. No, you haven't offended me, Eunice. It's nice to see you again as well. Oh, Eunice, you're the best. Glad I was able to stop in. I'm going to break from my coding cohort, and I have to step back in. I hope to catch more of these. Have a great stream. Waz, thank you so much. Everybody, shout outs to Waz. Waz actually is getting back into streaming after taking a whole career change and doing so much with regards to coding and learning all of that inside and out. It's pretty cool. Ham says, as soon as BB-8 saw CE and R2, I whispered to my brother, "Daddies." C3, I mean. That's hilarious. I hope you'd stop by, Blurp. Yeah, me too. Let's talk. Love the effortless look of my cowboy shirt. Why, thank you. I mean, well, I wear the basics well. But yeah, Bossa Nova. You know what? Tell you what. We're going to do a little Bossa Nova on stream. Whoa, I like it. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna be right back, everybody. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a guitar. We're gonna end the stream with a little Bossa Nova just because.
Thanks for joining the Friends of Mana.
Okay, I'm back. Just about. Almost. Hold on. Gotta bring the green screen back up. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Jin Jenny? Welcome on in. Jin Jenny has just followed. That's awesome. I was just grabbing a guitar real quick because we're going to do a little bossa nova. But Jin Jenny, thank you so much for coming on in and joining the stream. And I'm so glad that Waz was able to come by real quick. I'm just going to tune up here. Make sure we're looking good. That B string always a little bit flat. That E, the strings are getting a little old. Mario Kart 8 has changed, that's right. Okay, well that's working. So I think what we're gonna do real quick is we're going to hop over to this, and I'm just going to, we're just doing a quick bossa nova because we just got KK Bossa Nova. And so we're going to play with, here's Ms. Mana's little Mini Martin here. That's what we're going to play today. It's a cute little guitar. This was her first guitar. It's a fun one. And it actually has a pretty good sound. Let's move this down so you can really hear it. That's probably better. Anyway, that's that. And then there we go. Request for Johnny Be Good. Oh, I'll have to work on that one. I'll definitely have to work on that one. Because that's a good one. But I think I need to get the electric guitar out for that. That would be probably be better. Anyway, so there you go, little bossa nova just to get us on our way as we wrap up this stream. But Ginny, thank you so much for coming on in. I didn't expect that. Really cool to see someone new come on in. I'm curious to know what led you to come and find this particular stream. If there's something in particular that you noticed, or if you came in with the raid, or whatever the case may be. And for anyone here who is new, I hope that you feel comfortable and welcome. And if you want to ask any questions as we wrap up the stream, feel free. Request to wake me up when September ends, Harem says. Okay, so this is my somewhat chaotic inventory right now. Let's maybe buy a little candy. That's probably something we should do. And I love the decorations there. It's so funny. But Twitchy Berry, hello. It's so good to see you. Mario Kart 8 has changed indeed. Ooh, that's a fun little decoration there. We might have to pick this one up. Spooky standing lamp. I kind of like it, actually. I think it's pretty clever. So we got the spooky standing lamp. And like I said, I do have to get going soon because I'm going to my best friend's daughter's birthday. Our family and his were all getting together. Should be a lot of fun. So I'll buy some candy. I can only buy one per day. And I'm going to pick up some more pumpkins. Let's actually look at our pumpkins in a little bit. Let's buy 5. And that's probably good for now. And we should probably check out the Able Sisters as well. Oops. Ooh. That's right. Hope you have fun at the party, Dash says. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Again, it'll be outside at a park, social distancing and all that stuff. But it'll be really nice to hang out and get to chat with my buddy and everything. I do. Retro Rewind Pod. Yes, Ms. Mana and I actually have a daughter. I call her Mana Sprout. She's 4 years old. And yeah, no, it's pretty awesome. Being a dad is amazing. So I am... I'm going to go ahead and do that. No, I'm not going to do that. Pay with bells. Yeah, but so I'm a proud full-time husband, daddy, and employee, and pretty busy as a result. But yeah, being a dad is awesome. I love it. It's a challenge, no doubt, but I really, really do enjoy being a daddy, and it's a tough thing, but man, let me tell you, there are just those moments of pure joy when you're getting to interact with your kid and just I didn't want to I didn't want to do that. That's fine. Didn't need it. But you just get to be a positive influence in some, in a little person's life. Oh my gosh, this looks like the Joker. I'm gonna pick it up because why not? Oh my gosh, I kind of dig it. I kind of dig both of them. I think I need to get them for my Isle Mana Live series. But also the pajamas. That might be fun. I don't know. What else can I get? Let's get a few things here. Maybe we'll just get... Well, I think we're going to purchase the purple suit. And then we're also going to get... I think we're going to get the teal one too, but I'm not sure. No, I'm not going to wear that out. Maybe not. Harem says, ooh, I've been following longer than Mana Sprout has been alive. It's true. Well, maybe. Okay, let's take a look. So we've got Mage's Robe. Okay, I think some of the other stuff went back, but okay, there's that. Let's go take a look at the pumpkin patch. Mana Sprout actually went with her grandpa and grandma, my parents, just yesterday to the pumpkin patch. Unfortunately, my day of work, I worked a 12-hour day of work. It was intense. Oh, you're gonna lurk. Hope the stream is well. God bless. Matsky says, thank you so much. And Matsky's been around for 21 days, 13 hours. Thank you so much for that follow. Oops, my pockets are full already. All right, we'll drop it. Or no, let's just drop it. We'll close this up. And how are my parents? Chrono, they're doing all right. There's just still with the smoke and everything, even though it's clearing up with the rains, it's left a lasting impact on many of us, my parents and myself even. Here's a little pumpkin patch. Look at all these little pumpkins we've got here. I think it's pretty cool. We've got some cool colored pumpkins as well. Yeah, I dig this. I like this. So this is our little pumpkin patch. We're gonna probably continue on. In fact, we could just really easily continue on since we have some more pumpkins over here. Yeah, pumpkin starts. Let's plant one there. We can plant another here. Plant another up here. And I think this just looks really cool. Oops. One right here. And there we go. And there's all of our pumpkins. Oh wait, we have one more. Perfect. Let's do this one right in this little section. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with this little pumpkin patch area. It just seems like a cool thing. You know, imagine going on a vacation, you're camping, and you just go and get a little secluded area in the woods with all these pumpkins around you. It'd be kind of fun. So anyway. All right, well, with that, everybody, I believe it is time for us to wrap up our stream. Like I said, I'm going to be getting going, so I don't have a lot of time to just hang out. So I think we're going to do something a little different with raids. And I've been kind of rethinking raids a little bit lately as well. Like I said, there's a lot going on right now at the moment in the community. And this is maybe a slightly sensitive topic, so I'll try and keep it appropriate for folks, but I want to let people know that I recently in terms of the community here. But let's fade out. We're gonna actually fade out of this officially. So 3, 2, 1, and boom. So in the community, my confidence was pretty rocked in terms of feeling like I was a decent judge of character, and it turned out that there was a member among us who preyed on people who made inappropriate advances towards women in the community. He demonstrated grooming tactics and predatory behavior, and it actually, on a couple of levels, I just want to talk about this. One is my intent this weekend. I've been writing out some things I want to bring to this community, some resources for us to be better equipped to know when these things are happening, to look for the warning signs, to look for the signs in other people, to be able to know who to turn to and how to turn for help and support. And also, I look back on I actually realize there are things I would do differently now. In fact, things like across the board, there are things that I've done, and I realize maybe that was just a little bit, maybe that wasn't the right thing to say. You know, maybe the way I said it, maybe like the intent may have been there, that it may have been a good intent, but the way that I look at it now and I say that would have come across so strangely, or it just, like it would be awkward. I want us to be better. I want myself to be better. I want to make sure that going forward, our community has resources and tools to stay safe. So I'm actually putting together a little presentation on those things. And you can go to my Twitter, you can go to my Discord and read more about the situation and what happened. I've taken steps to remove any content that was associated with the person with whom I'm talking about, or of whom I'm talking about. One of the things that I'm trying to wrestle with right now is there are a lot of VODs where he's a part, or past VODs are going to have alerts with his voices, and so there's some things I'm not quite sure how to handle, and that's another thing about getting mixed up in sort of the I take a risk every time I stream, shouting out someone, connecting with other people, trying to support other people. I don't want that to go away. But I feel like this is the thing about the sort of quote wild west of Discord and everything is using it appropriately, staying safe is sometimes hard to do. And because it's so unstructured and it's so open and you feel safe specifically because you're online. So thankfully through a lot of my work, I've actually had training on dealing with abuse in person, but not in an online setting. And now, sadly, experience has been a tutor for me. And so I want to try and share all of this and put it forward. Again, also being critical. Like, I mean, Kronos says, now you know better, you'll do better. And I want to be sure that I'm looking for those warning signs better myself, because hindsight being 2020, I'm seeing all of them. I also want to do better in just the things that I do, how I present myself, being a little more careful with my words and what I say and do, because this is serious stuff. We gotta do better. All of us have to do better. And I don't want something like this to happen again. And so we're gonna prepare for it. That's what I'm sharing with you, putting that together right now as I'll be working on it tonight, probably recording it tomorrow, and trying to get it out for you first thing next week. It'll be something that is totally optional for you, and also it may not be appropriate for all ages. And if you are a younger viewer, please do, if you are interested, please do connect with your parents and watch it with them. I want this to be something that you do with the adults that you know and trust in your life. That's the way it should be. So everybody... in light of that, I'm also kind of rethinking how I'm going to approach raids and hosts and those connections, collaborations and things with other people. I don't know that I want to stop them, but it certainly causes me a little bit of pause. And so today, what I'm going to do instead of my typical raid is just invite you to find those people that you do trust on stream, those people you've connected with, and just keep it at that. Just for today, just, if you're not done watching streamers today, then just go to that person that you're intending to, that you want to go to. And if you're not intending to continue, don't feel obliged. Go relax and spend time with your family and good, positive, healthy relationships in your life in person. I'm also glad to see that people here are planning on how to kind of rethinking all of these things, or maybe, I didn't even realize, Mana, I appreciate you, and then that was seconded, thirded, and fourth. Is that the appreciating to me, or I'm not so sure if that was that or that we're going to do better. Either way, let's do it. And everybody, as always, do good, be well, stay safe and healthy. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Hit the wrong button. Everything's breaking. The whole thing is going down. It's crashing. Oh my gosh. What are we even going to do? I'm pushing buttons. I'm just pushing every button. We're going to end. We're not going to end because the button didn't work, because the stream's crashing. Breaking. Crash. Brr, crash.